Yo, what's good? This is Stu TV. Welcome to another episode of Beast TV. And I'm your host. And there, Beast TV just interview people from different Beast hoods. Just get a deeper understanding of the kid called Beast and just the impactful, just dynamite community that's being built. This project needs to be talked about all over the space, but I'm just interviewing people from different Beast hoods within the project. And I got a special guest with me today. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself to the audience.
Your boy D House motherfucker, aka Crypto Rap Guy, aka Crypto Ass Guy, aka some people call me Chicken Rap Guy. Some people call me Crackhead Rap Guy. I don't really give a fuck what you call me, but you know it originates from Crypto Rap Guy, and I'm from Atlanta. And man, I'm here to bring the culture to Web3, the kid called Beast, to the world for real.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you being on here just for another episode. And specifically, like I said, this is strictly Kid Called Beast content and everything. I got other videos on my channel, but I just wanted to dive straight in terms of like what has been your experience with a Kid Called Beast, and like what was your story like getting into the project? Like things just kind of stood out to you during your Beast journey.
Yo, for sure. So I'm not gonna lie. Shout out my boy Manny King. I ain't talked to him in a minute. This had to be like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever. Whenever they first opened the Discord, I was in there the first week. Like as soon as it opened, and I did a performance because my boy Manny, he was like, bro, they trying to do something crazy. They trying to build a record label and do this and do that and do stuff with musicians and like. I'm like, okay, bet. He was like, shit, come up with like a 5 to 10 minute performance set, like a little set of music, and come to Discord, we're gonna have a little concert. Like, bet. Boom. So I put my little set together and I played it, right? Raspy was in there and he was rocking with that shit. Everybody was rocking with that shit. But like at the end of the day, I knew they was gonna rock with this shit. But like so I'm like, boom, Manny King, I like what you said and how everything is going. So boom, I'm gonna do this shit. And I did it and I got whitelist, right? First week.
Man.
And I already knew the vision of the project because my boy Manny had put me on game to like what they were trying to build. So I wasn't active in the Discord. I was watching the Twitter and shit. You know, I'm a real bull. I came during the bull. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like right before the bull. So, you know, we was grinding in Discord hard as hell during the bull. If you was here during the bull, like,
yeah,
it's not the Discord grind is not the same. So when it came to Discord, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of not finna just be in the Discord. I'm checking the Twitter. Boom. So it got closer and closer to mint, and I seen other people posting about it. I'm like, okay, this shit doing something, right? And so I'm still checking up on it, and then boom, it's time to mint. So I'm like, I'm making sure I got my information in and shit like that. And yo, man, like the rest is history. I minted my shit, and you feel me? I got a relationship with a lot of shout out to the whole Kid Called Beast. There's so many people to name, bro, because it's such a strong community. But yeah, man, I love the Beast, and I've had a great experience. I haven't had any negative experience with a Kid Called Beast, even though their mint didn't go all that well. Like that was like the worst thing that happened. But I minted mine, so I haven't sold my shit. That shit went all the way up to like 2.5 ETH or whatever it went to. I'm still holding mine because I'm here for the IP.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, I know I could kind of relate a lot with your story in terms of that. I probably was different projects at the time, but that Discord grind, yeah, especially during the bull, that shit rough. Especially if you gotta pull you gotta pull that shit off, and you gotta get to a certain level, and it's like 100 slots left. You really gotta be. I just be saying GM back to back just to get the XP to go up or whatever. And like people ain't used to that type of grind unless you've been in space for a while. I mean, it was like that at one point with like meme coins, but then it kind of like died right back down like after that little craze. But like it's cool like how you just like nah, fuck that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna separate myself and I'm gonna put myself out there, like be like, yo, like I'm gonna give like Raspy something to talk about, or at least get his attention. And
Yeah,
I think that's what like a kid called Beast, like having a community about, like, yo, I'm about to have people, I'm about to show people through my actions or whatever. I think that's a commonality in the community. Is just like, be personal. I ain't about no talking. I'm about putting in action behind, what I
yeah,
say. And I think if you got an army of those people, you could do crazy things like in the space, especially because it's never been done before. Like you could get as creative as you want with it. I think people don't understand like the aspect of that with the community and branding yourself with your IP. Like you could get so crazy with it. I think a lot of
yeah.
people just don't understand that.
That's facts. They don't. That's why I say that I preach that a lot in spaces. I'm like, bro, you in the IP project, use your fucking IP, bro. I know some people gonna trade it, but I'm like, bro, majority of the people in this space, they don't use their fucking assets for what they're for. Like, yeah, it might be a PFP, like Kickoff Beast is PFP, right? But it's a whole IP project based on IP. That's why they're building it the way they're building games and building all this content and giving people T-pods to create. Feel me? It's bigger than the PFP.
Yeah. A lot of people can't see that, like the networking aspect. They just see all them PFPs on Twitter spaces. They don't understand there's like real people behind them screens or whatever. Anytime I walk
Facts.
into a space, I don't give a fuck if it's 3 or 300. Like it's people behind that PFP, or 3,000.
Facts.
Like it doesn't matter. And I think more people just need to start looking at the space. Then you'll start develop more connections and different things to kind of just leverage, because it's just all about working together just to, like, I think AI said it on one of the spaces, disrupt the algorithm. That's all we trying to do. Disrupt the algorithm together as a
Right.
unit.
Right. Because if we do it right, like this shit will be crazy, man. Like that's a cult. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we're building cults for real. Like if you really want to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you building like diehard kid called Beast. And even like getting into like some of the Beast hoods, because I know that's kind of like a struggle for me personally when I first came in. I'm like, yo, what hood do I join? And like, how do I feel like I can contribute? Like, y'all saying I can do all this crazy stuff, but like, I don't be. I guess like a lot of people might feel there and they want to get into the project. One, like, what made you choose the Beast hood that you joined? And then two, what advice would you give for people that might be their block is deciding what hood to get into? What would you say, give advice to them?
Man, I would say, man, take that test on the website, man. That's a beautiful ass fucking complex ass website, man, that was delivered perfectly, right? And I say take the quiz on there. They'll kind of point you to a direction, and then if you don't like that, then you can look through them and see what you're interested in if it correlates to like what you do. Like, I'm a musician, so I'm in Beach Street. You feel me? I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. Like I was thinking about being in Faded Heights because that's like the baddies and that's like late night after hour shows. And I got my Eat Ass radio show I do at night. So I was thinking about getting one of those like initially too. But that's because that aligns with what I got going on. So I can't really tell somebody what is best for them unless they're a musician and they're trying to get their music. I could be like Beat Street is the one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I also can ask people like, okay, what do you do? What are you interested in? All that, right? And I can give them a suggestion of where to go because I mean I'm familiar with the beast hoods. So that's another thing too.
Yeah,
I think
man.
that quiz, that's number one. Go take that quiz.
Yeah, I know when I took the quiz, it led me to like Studio 66. That was the Beast hood that was recommended for me. And like that's up my lane, content creation, all that type of stuff. Like I like talking to people, whatever. So like I like to talk. So that's like plenty up my alley. So like I know a lot of that would be a recommendation of mine too, is just kind of getting in. And in terms of that, and can you talk about in terms of how exactly do you want to incorporate your beast with Beat Street? Just everything you doing, any ideas or things like that that you want to do to incorporate that IP like specifically?
Yeah, man, I got a lot of ideas, man, like a lot. But right now, that's crypto rap guy. You feel me? I don't know if you know, but in Web3, I'm a white guy. You feel me? I'm a white dude that say the N word, bro. You feel me? So it's just it's some funny shit, and I actually got like a not a big political agenda, but I'm actually showing people racism without being racist. No, for real. You feel me? And I'm making people like notice that this type of stuff going on. Like I just say outlandish things that people think about it, don't say. But yeah,
Yeah.
uh, so I'm using my beast to uh, be crypto rap guy through the music. So like I got my project, Feet Walk by CRG. My beast will be a big part of that project, like a big part. Like another thing that I'm doing, shout out to my boy Phantom that just gave everybody no signal. That dude right there. Well, I was already gonna do it, but he made me be like, okay, yeah, it is a good idea to do it. So if you're holding my shit, you have access to my T code, so you can create content with my beast, which is crypto rap guy. You feel me? And being the holder of my project, like you do things for me like that or whatever, it's not gonna happen every time, bro. But when you doing things like that and the content crazy good, I can award you for that shit because I got your wallet. You feel me? I know your Twitter, I know your Instagram, I know your TikTok. I know all these things. So I'm trying, and with me doing the music like this and I become bigger, right? A lot of people gonna know about my beast. They're gonna ask questions. What is that? Oh, that's the same thing that crypto rap guy got. That's the you talking about that crypto rap guy shit, bro? It's gonna be people saying that shit, even though it's not mine, right? And
Yeah.
that's how I want to get it because if I bring value to it as one person, then I bring a lot of value. That brings value to the whole project. And
Yeah.
we have a lot of content creators and a lot of artists and a lot of people, period, business people, people that like health and working out, they all providing value individually on their own, and that's the goal. So my goal is to do it through music and for entertainment. Like I want to make a game and all kind of shit, bro. Like you feel me? I'm a hooper. I want to make a fucking basketball game, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's just something that I want to do. It's not that that's not nothing that's in the works or I even got with a game designer about yet, but that's just something that I want to do in the future.
Man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's always interesting just hearing different points of view, like everybody's different angles, like what they're looking at specifically, like because I'll be like, damn, I never like even thought about it like that or whatever.
I
Like,
can tell you one more thing though.
yeah.
I left this out. I gotta put this in here, right? So one thing that I've always wanted to do was make like a children's book, and I was in the process of doing this and dropping it and doing all this stuff right before COVID started. COVID hit, because when COVID hit, I couldn't go read to kids in the school no more because I got a lot of friends that are uh, teachers for the youth, like elementary and stuff. I can go read to the kids and do things like that. So I want to make like a crypto rap guy version of it's not even gonna be about crypto. It's really a D House MF version of Dr. Seuss books, right?
Mm.
The how you rhymed and did all that and kids love
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to do that, but I'm gonna call it because I go by house IRL. So it's gonna be called House Rules. So basically, it's gonna be teaching kids like the basic things in life as far as like not lying, uh, not bullying people, things of that nature. But it's going to be told through rhyming and comedy and like if it's about not bullying. During the story might be some funny jokes that the person making about somebody that's gonna make a kid laugh. You feel me? But at the end of the story, it's gonna show them that no, now you're in trouble. You shouldn't bully people. You shouldn't laugh at people. You never know what somebody going through and all that kind of stuff. Which is why it's called house rules. You feel me?
Mm. Yeah.
So that's something I want to use my beast with as the character, as me, going around showing people, or I can be the one that's messing up. You feel me? I could
Mm,
be the one, my beast could be the one that's laughing at people and doing all this, and then at the end, like you're not supposed to do that. You feel me? I'm looking sad. It's so many possibilities,
mm.
but that's something that is definitely in the works.
Man, that's crazy, man. You could take that idea so many different ways. Like so many people want to offer you donations, money just for the concept of that idea. Just
Yeah.
the things that people would do to reach out to you just because you're impacting like future generations. Like
They're the
that's
future, bro.
yeah, yeah. That's I never heard of somebody wanting to do like a children's book animation tied to it, like with their beast, and then also like have it rhyme at the same time and have it kid friendly sounding to where it's pleasing to their ear. Like I ain't never heard it put like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, that's innovative, man. Yeah, that's real innovative. Like, and like that just shows just for the people that watch this video, like that just shows like how creative that you can actually be with your IP. Like, you can go from children's books to late night shows to music to health to mental health to business to trading to doing this. Like you do whatever you want. Like I think like a lot of people just don't know. Like a lot of people just don't understand the fact that like yo, this time and space is a non-judgmental zone. Ain't nobody like everybody's so up to collab and because we all trying to figure it out together. Nobody got this space figured out. I mean, if you watch just within the markets, like a lot of these projects just got different BS going on within them. So if you've been around the market for a decent amount of time, you can see like nobody really has this truly figured out, but we all trying to grow together and just try different things. Like that's why a kid called Beast is such a great project because then you get to tap into your imagination, ideas that you wanted to do. Now you could tap into a database of people, a network that's actually going to support you. Like that's the difference.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that if you have a song, you already have automatic people that are going to come support you. Like you ain't got to go find these people; they're right there. And like
Right.
a lot of people don't know, damn, how can I leverage this? But yeah, it's real crazy, man. Just a lot of different things. But do you got any like predictions on like Web3 as far as blockchain when it comes turn to like music artists of Web3, rappers and Web3? Like do you have any predictions or
I
things?
think music, digital collectibles are the fucking future. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's the future. Like I don't know why people don't see this. It makes no sense to me because think about how fast technology moves in music and everything. Like when I was 30 now. So when I was young, we had the Walkman, we had the CD player shit, we had the fucking iPod shuffle, you know, all these different things, bro. And then we had to buy albums and buy CDs, right? Now it's all about streaming, right? What's after streaming? Streaming is not going to be forever. It's ridiculous if you think of that. What's next is using the blockchain technology to do all this stuff. Feel me? Literally. And that's coming sooner than people think. Streaming been out for a long time. A long time. Artists been getting fucked over by these record labels for a long time. Artists are now starting to wake up and expose record labels and not sign deals, do independent things or distribution deals, right? Because they know like, the label is going to take all their money. The
Mm.
lawyers are going to take all of your money. All them folks going to take all your money. When you use the blockchain technology, it ain't no doing that. And if they do want to cut, contract can literally do it themselves, so they can't fuck you out your money. You getting everything that your own or you signed on the contract. And yeah, man, I think that is the future of all this. But it's getting everything is getting implemented right now. So in 2 years, we're gonna be hard like music, blockchain stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think people think it's gonna take 5 years. No, I don't think it's gonna even take 2 years. It might take one now. But it's happening. Everything's happening. PayPal got their own stable coin now. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, I can see it coming too or whatever, and just a lot of people just can't see it. But it's just another way on how you could just leverage like your brand, your music, just everything that you have is just another way to leverage it. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people, and it's a new way of marketing and promotion. That's the thing that like rappers like I don't. It's not that I don't understand, but it's just like, and I'm 32 and like I did beats in the past or whatever, and I transitioned to crypto, and it's funny how I actually got into crypto because I wanted to make money to put back into my beats because I wanted like different software programs, plugins, whatever. But then once I got in here, I stayed in here. I was just like I kind of
Right.
left it alone or whatever because then I realized like the potential of what it could do, and I think a lot of artists, like even being like from that industry or whatever, a lot of artists like they don't take the opportunity when they see them. They kind of wait, but like be the example. Like even like SoundCloud rappers, like everybody that blew up on SoundCloud, or like just different social media platforms. But YouTube, like when Soldier Boy took off on YouTube, like this is your
Yeah.
opportunity right now to be one of those in the next wave. But if you're not gonna take your opportunity, like it's like this is coming or whatever, and either you gonna join the wave or you gonna get out the way. And like
That's facts.
a lot of people just they don't see it or whatever. But I think it's gonna take like people like yourself and West Coast and like a lot of artists at Web3 to really show people like, yo, this is how it's done. Like, I think it's
For
gonna
sure.
take that example because like a lot of people they just can't see it.
No, for sure. I definitely agree. But I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying to build a blueprint for people if they want to like use my blueprint or take notes from it. Like, not saying that I'm doing everything the right way, but I don't analyze this shit. You feel me? And seeing the good and bad out of music projects, P projects, IP projects, all these shits. And formulated something I feel like is fucking rug proof. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because like giving people services, literally, that I do, like engineering services, feature, all these different things, bro. It's a lot of different things. Uh, and I'm giving them to it at like, bro, really like 1/64th of a value for real of what I actually charge for these things. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So it's I think I know I built something fucking solid as hell, bro, and people can definitely take from it. You feel me? That's what it's for. I mean, West Coast, he's doing some fire shit too. Like he's doing some fire shit, and I think people should take notes from what he's doing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I think in a kid called Beast, we should all be taking notes from each other, bro. Nobody knows it all. Everybody can learn from each other, and there's some brilliant ass, smart, genius people in this community.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the Beast fam or whatever. There's people I be chopping up in the VC. And like me, I only been in Beast like relatively like a short time. But I try to hit the ground running as soon as I get in here. And it's just kinda like, you know, me just coming from a different chain or whatever, I just didn't get a chance to hop on the Beast earlier. But like, I've been, enjoying the time I've been in, just chopping up with yourself and all the community members, even being on your past Twitter space. Like, cause I take all this as just like all of it, like to me, I just see it all the same. It's just all just on the computer, it's digital. But like all the
Yeah,
PFPs is all people behind them PFPs. So it's just kind of like, I take that as like a listening party or a listening session when we was on your space or whatever.
right,
Like that's the way I'm taking it. Like ideas could be dropped. Like, yeah, we having a good time. We enjoying the album and all those things. But like at the same time, like if somebody got an idea or something you want to put together, then you could build on top of that or whatever. And that's just like
right,
listening parties that they do with all these labels with all these artists. It's the same thing. It's just people cannot see past the PFP.
right, bro. I mean, one day it'll change, bro. I don't know. I go to all the NFT events too, so like most of the people in the spaces I've probably met before,
Mm,
for sure.
yeah. I know I went out to Miami and then I know I miss NYC, but I damn sure ain't go. If everything go right, I ain't gonna miss NYC this coming next year or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Been in NYC last 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I went to Miami this past April. Yeah, I
I'm
was.
going to Miami this year, bro. I got
Uh,
to, bro. Miami gonna be lit, bro.
yeah. Yeah, man. It was cool, man. Just meeting everybody just from the Beast definitely had the strongest like support out of like all projects. Like it wasn't even close. Like
Of course, of course,
it wasn't even
bro. It's
close.
never gonna be close, bro. That shit is too strong, bro. We got a 10,000 collection too.
Yeah, man. It wasn't even close. Man. I didn't see not one. I didn't see not one solid project with like 10 deep. Like Beast was at least almost 30, 40, 50 deep, like at
Yeah,
Miami.
that's fire for
Yeah.
NFT event type shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man. And I know we kind of winded down this interview, man. I'm gonna be respectful of your time or whatever. But just wanna ask you just two last questions. Like what I guess like once the bull cycle comes back and everything and money is flying everywhere, liquidity flying, dropping.
Right.
Yeah, just cycles back. What is your perfect ideal situation at that point? Like where do you see yourself in a kid called Beast? What would that perfect situation be?
Well, I already got something cooking up with Raz. And so see that going crazy. We gotta hop on. We gotta hop on the car with a couple people, I think. And I'm saying, bro, if I get $100,000, bro, 30% of that is going back to Feet Walk by CRG. Feel me?
Mm,
And that's just off of regular trade shit. You feel me? Like, I'm
yeah.
trying to bring ultimate value to people that support my music. You feel me?
Mm,
So my ideal situation is having enough to is just trading and making enough to take 30% of that and that be $30,000 or more. You feel me? That
yeah.
I can
Yeah.
give back to the feet walk holders in some kind of way. Through a
Mm-hmm.
burn, through whatever the fuck it is. Fucking fucking fire ass music video with them or something. Like I can do whatever the hell I want because I'm an artist and I'm not signed to nobody. Right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody, I don't think nobody. I haven't heard no artist, but I don't know what motherfuckers be on. I personally, uh, when I make money, shit, bro, that shit for everybody. Of
mm,
course, I'm gonna make my own money. So if I make $100,000, I'm gonna have 70,000, right?
yeah.
But that 30,000 going to those holders, and then out of that 70, like, bro, I got a developer. You feel me? I just send him 10,000, bro. I got a fucking lawyer. You feel me?
Mm,
I could be like, bro, this is what I'm on with this crypto shit. Boom, 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 boom. I'm finna send you $10,000 in ETH, bro. You feel me? As a retainer. But come on, bro.
mm-hmm.
Who's sending a lawyer ETH as a retainer? That's something. That's a whole new thing. That could be something that's fired that people start doing. That lawyers start taking fucking crypto. Just imagine that.
Mm.
There'll be a lot of more one cases like that.
Yeah. Because then the lawyers will actually be knowledgeable about what goes on in this space. Like, because that's like a major disconnect. Is it's like they're not in it. Like, it's hard to explain this shit to somebody if you're not in it. Like, it's
Right.
very difficult. Hmm?
Nah, but when they see the money, if I send $10,000 in Bitcoin, like it's
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, they
You feel
understand
me?
money. They understand money.
That's your money, bro. That's all
Yeah.
that matters, bro. And it's
Mm.
money that they ain't even have to use yet because I never even not locked up. I don't need you yet. You feel me? This is a retainer.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, it's so much ways that you could take this, man. It's so many different ways, man. I'm always curious to hear everybody's ideal scenario. 'Cause I got one for myself and everything is just I'm always curious to hear. But I'm gonna let you have the last words, man. This is my last question. Just like what's next with Crypto Rap Guide? What can we look forward to? Just different things you want to do as you go through the space.
Well, man, to bring the culture and to prove that me and all the people that I feel like is for the culture made the culture when the culture happens. You feel me? Because the culture ain't there right now, bro. It's just a lot of nerds. But I fuck with nerds. You feel me? I'm saying it's a lot of nerds that just when they talk about crypto and shit like that. You feel me? And don't want to have fun as far as like, nah, they want to have fun, but they can't. Too up. It's a lot of too uptight people. Like people make jokes, but and then a lot of people think they're bigger than they are. Feel me? And they think that they kind of look down on certain people if they got less followers or if they in this project with but at the end of the day they in this project they ain't got nothing to do with what the founder did or what that other person what them people doing they their own individual, bro. And
Yeah.
me personally, I'm trying to show that like, bro, I really don't care who you like or who you don't like. If I had that relationship with that person, bro, we got our own relationship. Y'all relationship didn't work out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
There's some things that people do that you just gotta. I mean, you gotta check your partner, your homegirl, be like, bro, you tripping? Like,
Yeah.
but that's on the back end. You feel me? But I'm just trying to bring the culture, the no snitching culture. We need to bring that back because a lot of rappers in the real world that made snitching cool again. It's a cool period. I don't know what the fuck going on, but people. I mean, it's calling people out is one thing, right? But making false claims or just having a real relationship with a person and then just calling them out. Like it's just weird to me
Mm.
still, bro. It's a lot
Yep.
of weird shit that go on in this space. So I'm trying to bring real culture and bring a balance to the nerds and the fucking uh the I guess the cool kids. You feel me? It's no.
uh,
But listen to me. The nerds
uh,
are cool. Like I'm a nerd, bro. When it comes to this music shit, like you
yeah.
can look up what the definition of a nerd is. That's just when you're passionate about some one thing. You feel me? They passionate about crypto and NFTs. I'm passionate about rapping about crypto and NFTs. You feel me? So I'm a fucking nerd. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a cool kid. So I'm trying to bring the balance to this shit. Man. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what you can hear. You gonna hear the bangers. Like everything that I do is going to be a banger. You feel me? I'm making movies. I'm doing shit, right? So motherfuckers ain't got to worry about that. My ultimate goal is to bring the culture to the Web3 space and show Web2. Boom. This is what is going on in Web3. Y'all come in here because I don't want to onboard them to no lame ass shit. I want them to do some cool shit, bro.
Yeah. I feel you, man. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Like I said, I'm gonna let you have the last word, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, man. This is
For
Stu
sure.
TV with another episode of Beast TV. I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one. We out.